Introducing Dr. Injectory Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes. New York City is so great that who am I deceiving? This is the second most terrible day in New York City.
What?
In the whole history. Yeah. Did you know what happened?
No.
You didn't hear? With a stroke of a pen, President Donald Trump dumped New York City and New York State.
What?
Oh yeah, the president changed his official residence from New York to Florida. It is that big. It is like President Muhammadu Buhari returning from minor Hajj. I don't know where he goes these days. Returning from minor Hajj and with a stroke of a pen, changed his state of origin from Katsina State to Enugu State. It is that big. I'm telling you. Trump's official reason for dumping New York City is because of taxes. That taxes were too high. I wanted to say, who, what, when, where, wait, how? No. When did that happen? Or should I say, when did he notice that? Taxes have always been high in New York. Maybe last year he finally paid his taxes for the first time. Maybe that was what happened. Thank God for the governor of New York State. He reminded me it was stupid of me to be thinking in that direction. In his tweet reacting to Trump's dishing of New York City and New York State, Governor Andrew Cuomo told the president of look at the tweet now. He said, "Good riddance." That's what the governor said. He said, "It is not as if Donald Trump ever paid any tax." Haters. Trump haters everywhere. To fear what? You see, my fear is that someone misinformed President Trump, America's first stable genius of a president. Someone told him that the people who committed that abomination in Washington, D.C. against him were New Yorkers. Did you know about the abomination?
No.
You didn't know?
No.
At the World Series. Watch. Lock him up. Woo! You see, how dare you boo the President of the United States? And more importantly, how dare you chant lock him up? These liberals, they don't know that Trump can tell Russia to come and lock them all up in Siberia and nothing will happen. People don't behave like this in Florida. They don't. So I understand why Trump is taking his perfect perfect talent to Florida. You see, some leaders have options as per where they will take their perfect talent to. Others don't have option. Take for example, Nigeria's former Vice President, Abubakar Atiku. Oh yeah, last week, the Supreme Court threw away his appeal against the re-election of President Muhammadu Buhari. They threw it away. Pum! Now, all the talks about Buhari not having a certificate, Buhari not winning the election, Buhari being a clone, Buhari being an imposter from Sudan, Buhari using trader money to buy votes, Buhari marrying a third wife just to get back the second wife, Buhari this, Buhari that, fell on deaf ears of the Nigerian Supreme Court justices. If it were just deaf, it would have been a minor issue. But the justices were also dumb. Yes, I said it. They were dumb. They announced that they threw away Atiku's petition challenge against Buhari's re-election, but they did not explain the reason. For that, they said we should wait for for the Chief Justice ghostwriter to finish it right. I don't know why. Why would they wait for days? I don't know. I'm just guessing. I was mad. A friend described it this way. He said that it is like executing someone and then telling the family that you will explain the reason later. That's what it looks like, something serious. Now, looking at the justices, look at them. They look like men who, once they get into the outside room, they take off their clothes and then jump in. Days after, they will now come back for the foreplay. Look at them. Look at their faces and you will see what I mean. Now, so what will Atiku do now? Some are preparing him to run for president in 2023. Others think, it is not over yet. They insist that Atiku is still coming. But first, he needs to take the matter to West African court, ECOWAS court. Some lawyers are whispering into his ears, it's possible. It's possible. Go for it, Atiku. By the way, where is Buhari? Do you know where Buhari is? He has traveled again, Abi. Did you notice that since Aisha came back, Buhari has not spent 2 consecutive days and nights at home? No. Someone should tell Buhari that he should stop running away from home. A man in Kano has invented how to solve a problem that I think Buhari has. The problem of 2 women fighting over you, which may be the actual reason why he travels all the time. Here is an illustration. Watch. Shikina, that's it. Now, how I wish that Mama Daura's daughter, what's her name, Fatima, will send us some new videos of what is going on in Aso Rock. You know what I mean? Folks, my suspicion is that the drama is the reason why the president has decided not to keep his butt at home. Woo! Oh, my bad. Lai Mohammed, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It is talk like this, that what I just said now, that is making the government of Buhari to embark on Operation Regulate the Social Media. I hope you know that Buhari's government is trying to regulate social media. Oh yeah, the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, you know him, said it is needed because if it's not done, social media will set Nigeria on fire. And going by what we saw when the Nisha market was on fire, we don't have the fire trucks needed to quench any fire anywhere in Nigeria. Now, talk of the vast social media. If that goes on fire, what will you do? So Lai Mohammed thinks the best thing to do is to take away the matchstick from Nigerians. No more cooking of any food unless you have microwave. No more roasting of meat. No more jungle justice by setting little thieves on fire. Now, if Nigerians don't have matches box, they won't cause fire. That is the ideology. The Buhari philosophy. Now, these are the days that I feel bad that Atiku is not coming anymore. You know what I mean? It would have been a glorious Nigeria by now if Atiku had finished what he started in the other room of Green White Green in 1999. You know what? Forget about losers like Atiku. It was President John Magafuli's birthday last week. Say happy birthday to the man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, the Tanzanian president turned 60. 60. My man, happy birthday. You know, I call him the little Donald Trump of Africa for good reasons. So to mark the occasion, Tanzanian comedian Idris Sultan posted a picture where he swapped photos of himself with that of the president. Underneath the picture, Sultan wrote, this is the quote, "We swapped roles for a day so that the president could enjoy his birthday in peace." Yeah, that was so nice, wasn't it? Well, the police in Tanzania were not amused. They arrested the comedian and locked him up. He was charged under cybercrime. Every country now, they have cybercrime, whatever. So he was later freed on bail. Lucky for him, Tanzania, they don't have this bail condition that we have in Nigeria that has Showore still locked up 90 days after. Anyway, it's like me sharing this picture of Showore and fake President Buhari. If this were to be Tanzania, Showore would have been arrested again for standing beside a fake President Buhari. Scary, isn't it? I'm sure that when they read the story of Sultan of Tanzania, that Lai Mohammed and co will have said to themselves that by regulating social media, they will not be the only one doing it. You know that you are screwed up when your defense is that you are not the only one doing it. Here is a video of a beggar in Ebonyi State. A lady got the hint that this man nothing was wrong with him. She confronted the man and made him to remove the bandage over his hand. Watch.
Be removing it peacefully. Peacefully remove it. You can't keep deceiving people that you're needy. Shut up. Okay. You can't keep deceiving people that you're needy, and people that need the help will overlook them. See what you used. Go and keep your hand one place.
Just wrap it.
I wish we could remove the band-aid over Buhari's government's hand. You know what I mean? The corruption fighting hand, the trader money hand, the appointment hand, the rotten and hidden hands of the cabal. I wish we could do that. Anyway, watch and hear what the man said when he knew that the game was up. Take a look.
This man, you have a boss or keke running. They take it as a profession.
How long
have you been doing this?
Oh, how about me?
5 years.
Okay, we don't have to.
He said it. Let me translate it for those who do not understand what he said there. He said, I am not the only one doing this. This is how I make my living. Hey, yeah. Don't you feel bad for him? It's good defense, my man. Good defense. It is not only former governors who stole state money that should have the right to use that defense, you know? That is what they say. That's what all of them say. That's how they end up in the Senate and make laws for the rest of us. Nonsense. Now, you know, there was a first person who did that in the thing the Ebony man did, and others followed him. Great, yeah, that's how it works. Now, talking of pioneers, male and female students of Afe Babalola University, Adekiti, caught holding hands will now be flogged.
What?
Oh yeah, not just ordinary flogging, with koboko. The whole operation is called Operation Koboko. Listen to this.
Lover girls and lover boys, information is for you. We have received a directive from the founder. All those girls who are in the habits of calling around boys or holding hands with boys, when we find you doing what is called public display of affection, we will flog you, starting from this night. Operation Koboko. That is what we are starting today, 30th October 2019.
Now, the security man said that the order came from the founder of the university. Can you imagine that? Holding hand and any display of affection will be punished with 12 strokes. 12 lashes. Now, before you know it, other universities will pick up the whole idea, you know. And before you know it, when you question them, they will say what? We are not the only one doing it. It is our way of keeping our boys and girls in check. You see, it is easy to get the hormones to obey the headmaster's order than to have the social media to forgive the foolishness of an elder. Sasha, tweet that out. By the way, we are less than 90 days away from Christmas. Do you know that? What am I saying? Less than 60 days away from Christmas. Can you believe that? This is when you all should be very careful. A handshake could make you lose your private part. It happens, especially if you're a man who got F9 in physics, chemistry, and biology. Have you noticed that such things do not happen to doctors and engineers? No. Just people who got F9 in physics, chemistry, and biology. And despite everyone having cameras now on their phones, you will never see a picture of a victim of that, the victim's skinny cup. You never see that. It is the same thing with those in the business of picking up female underwears. You won't find those who have access to underwears of rich women who had money in hard currencies going around stealing the underwears. No, it's always the poor people. Anyway, my point is this. This dangerous time is a time when crusades and night vigils pop up everywhere. A crusade called My Season of Miracle Money was just cancelled in Lagos. The reason was that police in Thailand arrested a pastor of the church, Pastor Aramide Ojo. Oh yeah, touch not my anointed. This evil worshipping police in Thailand do not hear. So our miracle-making pastor, Aramide Ojo, got $50,000 miracle money by defrauding some women in Thailand in a romance scam. He was successful. He was a very successful man in his scam until the devil, God punished the devil, until the devil made him want to go for $100K, cool $100,000. Our pastor posed as an Italian businessman dealing with luxury fashion stores and supplies on a dating site they called beatmistress.com. Oh yeah, he started romantic relationship with women. he defrauded them by offering to open high-end stores for them in Thailand. Once they are hooked on to his tale by the moonlight, our pastor will get them to rent a shop in a very expensive district. Our pastor was so good. He was so good that he will pose as the recommended property agent who will collect the money for the lease. He will also pose as a custom officer who will call to announce that the goods the Italian businessman shipped had been seized and money was needed for the goods to be released. Interesting. Look at the man's face now. Look at him. Very smart guy. Now, the guy was double dipping. No, what I mean, triple dipping. Yeah. When he came to collect more money for a larger store from one of the women, he was caught. A search of his computer revealed everything, including a flyer of his December crusade called My Season of Miracle Money. May your season of miracle money be every day, not just few days before Christmas. I'm just saying, I didn't hear you say amen. Okay, type it at the comment section. Type it. Your miracle, I'm praying for you. Here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book, Chinese Proverb for New African Colonies by Rudolph Okonkwo. Don't we know that guy, Rudolph Okonkwo? Anyway, it says, unless we change direction, we are likely to wind up where we are headed. Let me say this again. Unless we change direction, we are likely to wind up where we are headed. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Hi, I'm Dr. Damages. Do high fees damage your wallet when you send money home? I've got the damage control. Use Wave for no fee transfers. Remember the promo code DOCTOR for $5.